erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Hill on the return. And he's loose again. Touchdown. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score. And the AFC able to stretch that big lead even further. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add two more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Rodgers. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come. The NFC with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And there he goes again. Past the 20, 10, 5. And he will have a touchdown. An impressive punt return of 76 yards. And the AFC just continues to pour it on. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. In trouble, and he's taken down. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 19. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Taking it about the 16. And he's loose again. 20, 10. And it's a touchdown. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the AFC able to stretch that big lead even further.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What do you get?
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks.
And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the AFC just continues to pour it on. From the gun, it's Jackson. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Rodgers going to throw. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown! That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays.
Oh, this is blocked. And the AFC has it. There he goes, left side. The 40. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. And this crowd can't believe what they're seeing. Things go wrong even after a touchdown in this one. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last two plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown of protection led to the block.
Following the bunch, PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well.
Let me get a little nautical with you, partner, because to me, that looked like a feeding frenzy of sharks out there. As soon as that play imploded, they all smelled blood in the water. Everyone screaming downhill, trying to get in on the hit for a big loss.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. Can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They go play action with Jackson. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 6 yards away. And the AFC able to stretch that big lead even further. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and an AFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
They'll let Taylor try and run. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. That'll be caught by Kupp. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a third person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. There he goes, right side. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 58 yards. And the AFC just continues to pour it on. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, 75 for him now. It's a 1st down. To throw, it's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's caught. He's got room at the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Rodgers again now. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the NFC able to make this a bit more respectable. This time the extra point up and good. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Taken at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Jackson. He's got a man, complete. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there for the AFC. 59 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let him in.
And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Jamar Chase on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the AFC KC able to stretch that big lead even further. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. Aaron Rodgers in the offense heading back out. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his second of this first half, as he'll try again on first down here. Throwing is Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers forced it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt, his second sack of the night. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Return touchdown and a stunning end of the first half.
And they kicked it to him. They kicked it to him.
And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. So we have hit halftime of the Pro Bowl with the AFC leading the NFC. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the AFC. And our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. Meanwhile, for the NFC, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way he try and get his confidence back up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Cook again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Brian Anger now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's taken it around the 40. Will be a touchdown. He returns the punt 60 yards. And the AFC just continues to pour it on. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try and run it here. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile, we do have an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded right around the 8. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here now the NFC to take over on offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that's picked up by the AFC. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Tyreek Hill finding the end zone yet again. And AFC able to capitalize on the fumble recovery as it leads to 6 points. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody don't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurting this. No. Okay.
The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the NFC. Shoves him aside, and he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And it'll be a short field ahead as the AFC takes over 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is.
And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the AFC able to stretch that big lead even further. The AFC coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat-flipping baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The offense for the NFC back out there.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts them in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
On the jet sweep, here's Chase.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Tyreek Hill. He flat out can't be stopped. And the AFC takes advantage of the interception, and they turn it into 6. The AFC coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here.
And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful.
You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw is Rodgers.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Room here to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Chase now on the jet sweep.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Travis Kelce, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the AFC just continues to pour it on. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. The AFC coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. On second down, Cook. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now Rodgers. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield. Roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Downfield the way you're supposed to.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, Charles, I've heard of backing up to avoid the rush. I think this takes that to a whole new level.
And not upper level either.
This is taken at the 23. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The AFC offense making their way back out.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
On the jet sweep, here's Chase. And he's able to break out a 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the AFC able to stretch that big lead even further. How about the game that he has compiled here? So he has the 2 receiving touchdowns, and now that is his 3rd rushing touchdown. 3 plus 2, 5 total. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's caught inside the 10. And he will not make it to the goal line. It's his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here now the NFC to take over on offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety.
Well, you don't want to do that again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of